Hello, fellow AFL enjoyers. Boys are back after a long hiatus. Probably our longest one we've ever done since starting the pod.
Forgotten everything I'd known about football ever.
Yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna be learning about AFL all over again.
Should we just play the rules in the background so we can reference them?
Yeah,
Because they've changed too.
They have, bro. No, legit. Well, look, it's affected some of my list decisions, and the list. What I'm talking about is last year we did a video that was predicting first time All Australians in a draft format, right? And if you guys ever watched it, maybe comment and say that you were there. But we did a point system, right? And I tallied up the points, right?
And we don't know who won, Georgie and I. So
yeah, Georgie might remember, but I don't know.
No, I won, so
yeah. Well, Georgie did win.
They're avoiding that very, very obviously.
he did win.
Yes, no, he did win.
Ah, shit.
So here's the thing. I actually had the most players in the AA entirety, the squad. So I got 3 points with Green, Holmes, and Ben King. So it was 1 point for getting in the squad.
And which one of them actually made the team?
None of them. So I just had 3 in the squad.
Okay.
So you had 2 players, Dino, one in the squad and one in the best 22, Rankin in the squad, and then Nazaya, which was, I didn't expect that, at the start of the season, but he, made the 22.
Now he's the best player.
What a great pick that was.
That was,
so,
and I think I might have been down on that pick. So you had 4 points, right?
You probably
and
are.
to finish it off, right?
You're down on a lot of my takes. That's
Yeah,
okay.
no, I am a little bit. And then to finish it off, Georgie had 6 points because he had 2 players in the 22, and that was Jordan Clark and Noah Anderson.
My 2 boys.
They
So
are
Jordan
2
Clark
boys.
I've backed in for years.
Yes.
And Anderson, I was saying, man, I've heard him as a captain. I know he's going to take it off.
Well, you are the Gold Coast fan on the pod. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is, man.
That makes sense.
Historical, huge.
Spoiler alert.
Here we go.
But yeah, so I'll flash up the players that we selected on the screen probably, and and the points and whatnot.
I guess George goes first, and we'll go this way. First, second, third?
Yeah, well, it's funny. I'm happy to go against tradition because usually I started off as per podcast.
Well, I think it's
tradition.
only fair George's reward for winning is to go first again this
That's
year.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
What, was I
Georgie.
second and you third?
How
does it tell
look,
you?
we'll just go this way.
We'll go this way.
We're going to do a serpentine order.
Sure.
So then I get 2 in a row. So that's not too bad.
I'm sure you're happy with that.
Yeah.
Matt's knowledge is going to be tested then.
Yeah, I researched for a total of 10 minutes before, so no judgment.
I just want to say that I won't be picking Jack Scrimshaw this year, even though he's my boy.
He's your boy, bro.
And I also want to say, unrelated, Carlton's winning the flag, boys. I don't know.
Oh, come on, bro.
Because Carlton is currently playing a practice match,
Yeah.
and Jagger Smith, the best player to never play an AFL game, kicked the first goal. It's done, boys.
Yeah.
It's done.
Is he going to be your first pick for first time All
I
Australian?
actually genuinely thought about putting him in there.
Before you get, I just need to hold on that comment you just made. You sound a lot like Matza and I over the years, frothing over our young picks.
Yes.
All I can say is that's a road that leads to a dark place.
Yeah. Well, I've been in that dark place.
I think you're just about to enter it, to be honest, man.
Look, last year was so depressing that I haven't really come with much hype. So I'm trying to build it up.
Yeah, fair enough.
It didn't work, I'll be honest. It didn't work. All right, we'll go to my first pick. And I'm actually very happy that I get to pick first because I want to take one of your boys.
Oh, no.
Okay.
And I'm going back-to-back first pick Harry Sheasel.
Oh, okay.
I like it. I like it, man.
You guys had something else in mind.
That's a great pick, though.
It is a great
Look,
pick. Yeah.
A downer season compared to his lofty standards of how he started his career, but ultimate professional, very skilled player. Hopefully North improves this year. There's absolutely no reason why he shouldn't be up there with the elite. And if he has a consistent season, he's probably going to make it in some spot. Midfield, push him out to a wing, put him on a half-back flank, put him on a half-forward flank. They can fit him anywhere. So, he's my first pick.
Yeah. You know what? I will say, I reckon it is a good pick because last year he played a bit of forward, right? I think they tried to force the forward thing a bit too much, whereas it sounds like this season he's going to get more minutes in the midfield, and that should only bode well for him, becoming an All-Australian, and hopefully North get a few more wins. So.
Sounds good to me. I'm going to go for someone that the media would not help themselves but put in the team if he's fit, which is Sam Darcy.
Oh, bro, that was going to be not my number 1 pick as well.
There is no chance
done.
if this guy plays all year, he's not making the team. No chance.
Yeah, that's fair.
So-
Well, look, they gave it to Thilthorpe last year, which I didn't
Correct.
expect. So if it's not going to be like Sam Darcy, they can't. Yeah,
They won't help themselves.
yeah,
They will not help
100%.
themselves.
If
And you know
it's-
what? Fair, because he's a gun. So
No.
that's enough said on Sam Darcy, I think.
There you go.
He's
Fair
our boy.
enough. All
That's
right.
a great pick. I think we all had him.
Yeah. So if that's the case, ooh. See, this is interesting because I'm looking at my list. Those were my top 2 on my list, right? And it was first Darcy, and then it was Sheasel. But now my next 2, I'm kind of in 2 minds of which one I want more, even though
You get them both.
Yeah. No, you're right. Whoa, you're right. Oh, no, I do get them both. Wait. I forgot how this works. So I do get them both.
It's a
All
Rao
right.
Anderson or Anderson Rao, bro. It's fine.
All right. So it's going to be.
It matters, man.
Wait, so who goes first? You know, we're going to go Will Ashcroft first.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I had him as
fair.
well.
Yeah. So Will Ashcroft, I think on the big stage, the two Norm Smiths now, we know he can do it. Now he's just, can he, raise up that floor and just be a bit more of a consistent mid
Yep.
throughout the year, which I think he can do, to be honest with you, because, I think he's a
He's
very
won
talented-
everything already. He can't have two Norm Smiths and no All Australians. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's going to
right.
happen.
So it's going to happen eventually. At the very least, I think he'll make the squad and make me a point. Another guy who did make the squad last year, who I reckon the new rules might suit him. Much like his teammate Bailey Smith, that'll suit him. Max Holmes, that sort of bursting midfielder who's they're going to look to feed him.
Did he not make All Australian?
No, he was just in the squad last year, and I'll confirm that. Or unless
There's absolutely no way Max Holmes wasn't. I mean, I could be
tell
wrong.
me. No, you tell me now. I'm pretty sure. Unless I might have stuffed up my list, but I'm pretty
He
sure
was in the big squad, wasn't he? But
he
not,
was in the big squad. Yeah. Sorry, my phone is slow as. So if you guys want to have a little look,
Oh, you're right. How did I not put him in?
yeah. So
I just assumed he was there. Otherwise, he would have been in my list.
Yeah. No. Fair enough.
I've
fair
cooked
enough.
it.
Yeah.
My favorite.
You want to
player.
start this list again, bro? But yeah, no. So I was surprised as well that Max Holmes wasn't there already. Yeah, already one of the better mids in the comp.
He's a lock, bro.
Yeah. So I'm happy with my first two picks, to be honest with you. Yeah,
Love it.
Dino.
I'm going to go for the big helmet man, Tristan Sherry.
Nice.
He's been the bridesmaid a couple times. And he deserves it. To be honest, like North being just such a bad team is the reason he didn't make it last year. He was a gun. He did deserve it. I think Gorney obviously is a freak, but yeah, the big helmet man. He's due. I think the new ruck rules will be interesting with him.
Yeah.
I think ultimately though, he's so good at the ground stuff. Like his follow-up work is immense. So I've got no doubts. And to be fair, he's worked on his craft around the ground. So he marks the ball. He has an impact when he goes forward. So I think overall, if North improves, that'll get him over the line. And he's already at that level anyways. So a couple more wins and gets a few more eyes on him. I think he'll, not a lock, but he's near enough for me. I'm pretty confident with that one.
Clearances and tackles, he's usually like top 5.
Yeah.
I'm
And
pretty
that's
sure
not going
he
to change. He's entering his prime. He's just going to get better. So I've got no reservations about that one. I'm pretty happy with the big boys I've picked so far.
Yeah, fair pick.
I'm going to go and take a pick that Dino actually had last year.
Okay.
Hayden Young.
Ooh.
Nice. He
I
was on my
think.
list.
I mean, he's a very special player that has had injury troubles, but you saw when he was up and going how important he was to Fremantle and the point of difference he has in the midfield, and he just stands out. He's a meters gained. He's an impact player. He's a bit like an Ed Richards, the left foot in the midfield. You can't not notice him, and I think if he has a consistent season, and it sounds like his preseason's been okay, he's going to be hard to say no to. One of those kind of rising midfielders that changes the game a bit. I think he's a very special player.
I didn't have him on my list, to be honest with you. But I like it because I think my thinking is because Sarong and Brayshaw sort of take the plaudits for their midfield work. But in saying that, Hayden Young can be just as, impactful
I think
on the day.
I think he's had games last season where he was the more impressive player.
Yeah, fair.
And I think there's room for him because they don't bat that deep.
Yeah,
They've got a couple of elite mids, but I don't think they bat that deep.
Yeah.
So that's number 2. I go number 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to... Isaac Rankin's still on the board. The easiest
Fair.
pick going around, man.
Nah, it's fair.
I mean, that probably writes itself.
Mm.
If he's fit, he's one of the best players in the competition.
There is a little bit of an injury cloud. So by the time this episode comes out, I think he did have a bit of a hamstring thing, but they think it's not too big a deal. So hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully.
Even if he misses a week or two of the season, doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. If Adelaide are top 2-3 again, there's no reason that he
just
doesn't get
can't get
selected.
reported and do anything dumb.
Exactly
Stay
right.
fit,
Yeah.
and I think it writes itself.
Love
Fair.
it. Okay, I'm going to mix it up a bit. No more big boys for me. Otherwise, I mean, I'll probably get one of them if I keep picking the big boys. But,
Pick all the right.
I'm going to go for a pretty big boy, but he's a midfielder, and his name's Finn Callahan.
Yeah, I had him. I was going to
Alright,
pick him.
so
I went there.
Now we've got Tom Green out for the year. His role only gets more massive on the team. So, yeah, between Clary and him, obviously he's going to be the gun there. It's his team now. So, obviously he's got the flashes of brilliance, the X factor. So,
How long's he out for to start the season? Because he's in.
Callahan?
Yeah.
Oh, it won't be more than couple of weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it'll
that's
be fine.
Yeah. That doesn't really figure too much in the All Australian.
I don't think. Oh, it shouldn't anyway.
Calculations, I would
Because
think,
if anything, it's more of a recency bias. So
I think they're
if
going to
you-
play 17 games or something like that.
Yeah.
Out of the
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So they do have to meet a quota of games hit, but it's doable.
I think if he misses a few games to start and then does his thing for the rest, the recency bias will get him over the line. So, yep, Finney boy for me.
All right. So I'm looking at my list, and part of me just wants to. No, we're going to follow the list. We're going to follow the list. I'm going to go for a big man, and I think it's sort of reliant on whether someone gets injured, and also I think it's really that if someone gets injured, as in Sean Darcy gets injured, Luke Jackson's the best ruck in the comp. Just about, right? And with these new ruck rules where it's run and jump in the center bounces, bro jumps over people. So
And he looked really good, I thought, in that the Origin game that just played.
100%. So I'm going to go with him as my next pick there. Like, feels uncomfortable having him and not Sherry. I had him over Sherry, to be honest, in my list. Because I just think the new ruck rules suit him better. And I think they're talking about him being potentially like an extra mid, which I think is interesting, which I don't know if that's going to suit him, but the times where he does play ruck, he'll impact. So, and then next on my list, I've got a fan favorite of the pod, I would say, is Paul Curtis.
Oh,
I actually had
us.
him as well.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
All of us
You
love...
got to bump that.
Yeah,
Let's go, let's go.
100%. All of us love Paul Curtis, and he had a bit of injury trouble last season.
And he got reported for that in the back.
Yes, and that was... Actually, I think that was the big thing.
That was the big thing because it ruined his momentum.
Yeah, it did. But yeah, he knows where the goals are. He knows how to make an impact. Almost died in the preseason, but he seems like he's doing all right. So if he can bounce back from that and still play preseason games, I think he's going to be just fine going into this season. Hopefully North have a better season, and I think that'll help him. So yeah,
Football Paul, baby. Love it, man. How many are we doing of these, by the way? I think we're in the zone now. Are we going to do 6 again?
Yeah, man.
All right,
kidding
cool.
me?
I've got enough names to throw in now. All right.
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
I'm going to go a bit of fun now. So I've taken a few guys I think are a very strong chance of making the team. This one's a bit more of a smoky. Josh Weddle. He's on my team.
Yeah, just signed a contract extension as well.
Just signed the big extension.
Yeah.
Now, the beauty of this is he can probably make the team on any line. So the options are there for him. Look, his upside is a bit unknown at the moment. I think we all know he's a great player. He's a great swingman. He's very exciting to watch. I can see him sneaking in on a halfback flank or even a wing or something, or even on the bench. But ultimately, with the big money now, the Hawks figure to be a top 4 and near enough team again. So they're going to have a few guys in there, you would think. And he's just, I don't know, I think he's got crazy potential, as shown in the contract. So we'll see a bit of fun on this one, but actually low-key pretty confident on it.
Yeah.
At least him being in the squad.
I think it's quite a good pick, actually.
Very nice.
I'm going to go number 4. I'm going to take Lockie Ash.
Nice.
Flavour of the month
Yeah,
since he's just kind of won the medal for best player. Yeah. But it just sounds like he's starting to get recognised. I think he had the most consistent season he's had last year. You know he's going to rack it up. Whitfield's older. He's in his early 30s. Whitfield. It feels like Lockie Ash's backline to kind of take over. And I just feel like he's going to rack up the possessions and be the next type of Jordan Clark break into the half-back line. So I'm picking him as at least an accumulator and someone that can move the ball forward. And on number 5, I'm going to take Oscar Allen.
Oh, that was my next pick, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
that
interesting.
was a smoky. If I mean.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, is he going to be Brisbane's leading goal kicker?
Probably.
I'd say so.
Brisbane's probably the best team in the comp.
Yeah, that's
exactly why I was going to pick him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair. I like that.
I mean, we haven't seen the best of him. He's clearly a good player. New environment. He's going to get the supply. People can actually kick to him. McCluggage can kick to him. So if he can kick straight, he's probably going to have 50, 60 goals this year. And that might be enough.
I think, you've just reminded me that him and Logan Morris are going to be in the same forward line next season. Jeez, man.
If he's fit, the last 2 years you can't put any stock in as far as I'm concerned in terms of his overall potential and career. He's still, mid-20s?
Yeah. I think there's a bit in that a player who knows they're going to leave at the end of the season just stops caring. They stop playing well. They just stop putting the effort in. I don't think they'll never say it, but it's just, I think that's normal.
That's clearly what
happened.
He
was the captain of a terrible team in a two-town state. He had all the saga with Sam Mitchell. He's just going to come into a team where people don't really know who he is, maybe as much.
Yeah.
And he's not the star.
Yeah.
He's just another player that plays a role.
And
And
he's a rugby state, so yeah, he's probably going to just do his thing, go under the radar over there a little bit.
Yeah, that might free him up a bit. Just do your role type of thing, and
That's
that role might be just mark the ball and kick it.
No, good pick. Good pick.
So you just picked 2 then, sorry?
Yeah.
Is it me now? Okay.
Last one for you.
Is 4 North Melbourne players on this list too many? That's my question to you guys. Because I'm going LDU now.
No. I think that's fair, man. I think that's fair.
Look, we know LDU's a gun. We know that he's usually Matter and I speak about this when we go to games and stuff. He's more of a second half of the year player. He seems to work into the season and show his best stuff post-bye. But I just think if he starts the season strong, and again, this is all pending North Melbourne improves, like we hope, but I think like the general AFL community thinks we will a little bit at least, get to that 8 to 10 win sort of range, get out of the bottom 4. I think this guy would be a key reason why. He looks in good form, explosive, kicks goals when he's really on. You can average around that 28, 30 touches a game. So there's no reason not to from a eye test perspective. It's just a matter of, does he beat out another mid? Is he more impressive than, say, Sheasel if they're picking between the two? So why not at this point of where we're at? Yeah, I know we've picked a couple North boys, but yeah, what's one more, hey?
I like it. So I think I've got 2 more picks, and then you guys have 1 each.
I might have one more. Yep. So this is your last couple, right?
So my last 2 picks. All right. Now, this guy might surprise you guys. He's 8th on my list, right? Unfortunately, his running mate has gone down injured, but Josh Worrell is my guy, man. He was in the AA squad last year.
He was in the squad, yeah.
So, they already have recognised him as a great player. Mark Keane goes down, which is not ideal. But then maybe it just gives him the opportunity to, be the main interceptor. And then hopefully someone like a Butts can come in and, hold down the key position, the big forward. And then I think they've got another couple, key defenders like Murray. They've got enough players who can deal with the more defensive stuff, and hopefully Josh Worrell can sort of play a bit more free, intercept. He takes kick-ins, He's got a little bit of flash on top of the fact that he's a great defender. So I think this is he's going to be the Josh Battle, I think, of this season's All-Australian, depending on how well the Crows do. And then my last pick. I'm just going to stick to my list. I'm going to stick to the list. It's between 2. Actually, you know what? This next one is between 2 ruckmen. I'm going to go with Georgie's old boy,
TDK.
TDK.
Yeah, I had him as well.
I think another guy like Luke Jackson, I think the new ruck rules should suit him well. It all just depends now, like how much of a split is he going to have with Rowan Marshall. I think Rowan Marshall should just basically be a permanent forward because Max King's always injured.
Yeah.
So you might as well at least have one guy who's going to be a consistent, fixture out there. But yeah, TDK, we know what he can do at his very best. He's one of the more impactful players, rucks, in the game. So yeah, we're going to go with him as well.
As far as the AA squad goes, not the worst thing if he plays a bit of forward and has a half decent split, because then you'll get all the plaudits for being a great player overall and not just have one of the ruck spots. So,
and thoughts about this, right? So there's going to be a 5th spot now on the interchange. So I think that sort of opens up leeway for a second ruck.
Yep,
I agree with that.
In the squad, or in the 22. So yeah,
nice one, Matter. All right, my last pick. I'm picking my boy.
Your boy.
I know I've got many boys, but my actual boy. And I think the fact that he's not a mainstay in the midfield is going to be to his advantage in the AA team. And that is Murphy Reid.
Right? I love it.
This dude had one of the most impressive rookie seasons you'll see for a player who was drafted where? Like 16th or something?
17.
Boy slipped. 17?
Yeah, 18.
18 even, potentially.
I think so, yeah.
I can't even
17th
remember.
or 18th.
Too far. I shouldn't even have to remember that. He should be top 5 pick, right? But the reason I think why is because he hits the scoreboard and there's no reason. Again, he was just a rookie. I think physically, I haven't actually seen much on Freo, but there's no doubt the kid would be more impressive, adjusting to the speed of the game and whatnot. And if he sneaks in there in the half forward line, I would not be surprised at all.
I like that, man.
Well, I think Zach Butters in his second year made this. I think he made the All-Australian squad as a kind of small forward type thing, a similar role to like a Murphy Reid at the time. So there is some precedent to it. Yeah.
That feels like an eternity ago that Butters was playing like high half forward.
Yeah.
Man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's not going to ever be that kind of player because Butters is just a freak and a brute for such a small guy. But in terms of just class and like more like Zach Bailey sort of role in the All-Aus team, just sort of get in there and be that classy sort of player you can't deny
Mm.
eventually. So maybe it's a bit too soon for it, but why not?
No,
I've got enough winners there. I'll win just with my first few picks.
That is your
Pick a few smokies.
that is your boy too. I'm glad
I'll
that
pick him
you-
every year, to be fair, until he makes it. So
I was gonna say anyone who is here from the draft videos that we did, the pre-2024 draft videos, they know that Dino's boy is
my only
Murphy Red.
regret is buying into the media hype and dropping him. But I
Yeah.
had him one for months.
Yeah, you did. You
Months.
did. Mm.
Anyway, I'll always bring that up.
All right, Georgie, take us home.
Minute of silence. I think I'm going to go.
Are you picking a Carlton player?
No, actually, because I had a couple of options and I just don't know. I'm going to go Bally Humphrey.
Okay.
Interesting.
Just as a bit of a smoky for the 6th pick.
Yeah.
Damaging player. He's kind of like a mini Petrarca. Petrarca's up there teaching him. Maybe that gives him some, insight to kind of take his game to the next level. We know he's an impact player. He's probably not going to be consistent enough to actually be an All-Australian.
Mm.
But put him as a smoky, as like a half forward or
Yeah.
a small forward.
Yeah.
Damaging player. Similarly
It's
to like a Murphy
very
Reid.
similar, just different kinds of players.
Yeah. And Gold Coast are going to win a lot of games. They could be, top 4 this year. And he's got a great mentor in Petrarca, so that's kind of someone that has kind of swung it for me.
Mm.
Fair
Cool.
enough. All right. Well, do you guys have anyone else on your list you just want to shout out? We'll go look sort of like an honourable mentions.
Sure. I
Honourable
had
mentions.
Newcomb.
Yep. Same.
I had Cadman as a smoky forward.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, it's nice.
Georgiades, but I think Paul will be too shit.
Yeah, I had him too.
I had Joel Frazier.
I like that. Man.
I
like that.
got rid of him from the list. I
Joel
thought it was
Frazier's, he's an interesting one. I had Flanders.
I had Flanders as well.
I had my boy Ice Bath Man, Jason Horn-Francis, but
Yeah,
I couldn't
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that none of us picked him, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I picked him last year, but I'm kind of over him.
Fair enough, yeah.
I had
Yesterday's news.
Harley
Yeah.
Reid, just
Oh,
in
yeah.
case. I had Ollie Dempsey and Connor O'Sullivan.
Yeah, I had Ollie Dempsey as well. I'm not sure about Connor O'Sullivan, but I
You never
like
know.
Dempsey
You
as a
never know,
pick.
man.
He might be like centre bounce this year. Ollie
Dempsey's a brilliant player. Like he
Yeah.
could easily be wing role.
Mm.
I had Kidden Coleman.
Ooh.
Nice. Yep.
Apparently,
okay.
he's the hype in his preseason from his coach is like he's the best form he's ever been in or most fit he's ever been in.
That he's fit, yeah.
If he plays a full year,
See, you mentioning him just reminded me. Jasper Fletcher also exists.
yeah.
He's a
Wilmot
great
also
footballer.
exists as well.
Wilmot exists. Darcy Cameron is one that I thought of as well. But yeah, I was between him and TDK at the end there. I think Darcy Cameron's one of those dudes. He makes that impact behind the ball as well. So
Yeah, he's a good kind of contested mark,
Yeah.
intercept mark.
actually, another couple that I had actually Flanders, right?
Yeah.
So maybe an opportunity to actually show that he's a gun mid again. And Josh Dunkley, who is just he's just immune from the AA squad.
He's just not going to make it.
He's
If
not
he
gonna
hasn't
make
made it
it,
by
bro.
now.
Look, yeah, but look,
Captain, co-captain now though.
yeah, true.
So
See,
it won't make a difference, but
mate, look, he in my eyes, I don't know if there's a player like who'll go down as a better player without an AA. Because like most of the time, the best players in the game get an AA. He's been a consistent mid and plays the role of defensive, marks on the wing when they need him to. He does a bit of everything and just no plaudits.
It just goes to show why every year when the squad does actually get announced, I really don't care because there's such good players like this that they would rather get the more eye-pleasing sort of player. So
yeah.
it's a shame, but that's
I don't
the way
think
they
the
do it.
All-Australian is regarded. I mean, it's regarded highly, but I think a lot of the AFL fans know it's a little bit political in some way.
Yeah, look, but I think as players, I think they care.
100%.
I
want it.
would definitely
You
care.
fast
They want
forward,
NFL player.
if you fast forward 5-10 years, none of us remember who got snubbed in,
Wiedering
2015.
every year. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Like
yeah.
there's probably players on your team that you'll think, that guy never made it. But
Mm.
general AFL knowledge, like no one knows. So I guess it does matter because then
Mm.
you look at them up on the internet and see all the plaudits and stuff. So
100%.
That's the thing. If you search up like Gary Ablett type player numbers, and it's like 10 All Australians, or 8, 9. Like Max Gorn breaking Dean Cox's record. I'm pretty sure he has by now. That type of thing. I think it does. Matter legacy wise. I would say.
always, yeah.
It definitely
any,
matters legacy.
Any
wise.
accolade matters, of course. Yeah.
Mm. But yeah.
Should we do a Brownlow Rising Star?
Mm.
This is kind of unrelated, but I guess little.
It's a awards
bit
thing.
extra. Yeah. Rising star. I think, to be honest, there's only one guy we can talk about, and if he's injury free, It's the guy you were talking about earlier, Georgie.
Yeah, it has to be. I just
Has
didn't want
to
to
be.
say it because it's so predictable.
Yeah. That's the only reason why you wanted to do it, right?
Kinda,
Rising
yeah.
star prediction, yeah? Yeah, nah, for me it'd be Jagger, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, yeah.
Do you any draft knowledge of any player that is ready made?
Just trying to think now. I haven't thought about the draft in a long time. Let me get up the names again so I don't
Look,
forget anyone.
North has Doveston, whom, hopefully he can pitch in with some goals, but rare that a small forward wins a rising star. Since, what was that guy, Lewis Taylor, back in the day?
Oh, what a
Tall Socks
faller.
Taylor.
Bro, you want like, obscure players from the 2010s.
Let me have a look. So we have Willem Dersma, Zeke Ewland, Harry Dean, Duff Tytler, Dylan Patterson, Annabelle, Sam Cunning would be actually my second pick.
Okay.
Just looking at the list here. I think for Richmond he'll play on ball. Sam Gruel, Sullivan Roby, Jacob Farrow, Xavier Taylor. Any Smokies?
Who's Essendon? Who's Essendon's? They got 3 mids, right?
Essendon picked Roby, Farrow, and Sharp.
Okay, I've heard good things about Sharp as well, that he's a ready to go mid.
Yep. Look, there's no one screaming out to me from beyond the top 10, but of course that means nothing. Yeah, no, I'll go Jagger Smith for sure. I had him number 1 last year, or when he was drafted. But then I'll go next Sam Cumming, personally.
Fair.
Yeah,
I have no reason to just disagree with that, to be honest
Fair
with you.
enough,
Like, I'm just going to go Jagger 1 and then we'll go Dov as number 2 because why not?
Yep.
Fair. Yeah. For Brownlows, it's got to be Bont or Dacos, I think.
I think it has to be Dacos, man.
Yeah. But I just want it to be Bont.
I'd love it to be Bont.
Yeah, just like how Dunkley is one of the best non-Australian players of all time, Bont would be one of the best non-Brownlows of all time. He's
him and maybe Pendlebury, the 2 people that come to mind.
Yeah, true. Yeah, him. It was Boomer didn't win one either. He deserved one back in the day. Gary Ablett Senior win one. Something tells me he didn't.
Definitely.
I think,
Senior?
bro. I think Gary Ablett Senior. I don't know
maybe
if
not because he's a key forward.
Yeah, something tells
They
me.
won it back then, though.
Huh? Yeah, you're
True.
right. I don't know why I have the vaguest memory that he didn't win one. But that could be completely wrong, and he's got 5. And my historical football knowledge is really bad.
Let's have a look-see.
Yeah.
Can I give a pick that's 150% bias, and I just really hope happens because it'll be funny and amazing?
Yeah.
Harry Sheasel.
Yeah. Hey.
I'll tell you why it's funny, because him winning it over Dacos is just funny.
Yeah. No, that is pretty good.
But
yeah.
why?
That is funny.
Obviously, it's biased because I'm North fan. But why it's maybe slightly possible is, again, pending North wins a few more games, not even in the 8. Players have won it from just outside of finals before.
Of course.
And again, if he's playing pretty much full-time mid with a stint forward, which was shown at the end of last year, dude equaled the record for most disposals in a game. Like, at a certain point, you're winning some games and you're getting 30-plus touches and a goal. You're going to get votes. And him and LDU, not last year, but the year before, polled pretty well in a shocking team. So, anyway, just a little smoky. That'll be amazing. And
well, it'll be a
Best thing.
midfielder, and it'll be a contested midfielder, someone that gets clearances, because that's just who wins it. So
Did you see? Did Gary Ablett win?
no, he hasn't.
No. See, there you go.
He's won everything.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, like, I have to read this resume. Like, it's a thesis of things he's won.
There you go. See, so, but I'd have Bont in, like, maybe, I don't know, similar tier, if not maybe the tier below that, maybe. But yeah, in the modern era,
Yeah, it's amazing.
Pendles to not win a Brownlow feels wrong. But anyway, I think we'll probably just wrap it up there. Good to get back on the mics. Good to be meeting up again.
That's it.
Yeah, in the podcast studio, aka my living room / kitchen. But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there and see you on the next one.
See you guys.
see ya.